Hello, Brrrn fam. My name is Gail. Welcome to your 10-minute beginner cardio sculpt. So this workout is for those who are new to perhaps the Brrrn Board or new to fitness, okay? There's no requirement. All you need, okay, is you, your board, your booties, perhaps a water bottle and a towel. All right, so we're gonna start off with a warm-up, simple warm-up, okay? So widen the legs. Before we move, we have to get into the right mindset because already, we see something new and we start tensing up and the heart rate starts pounding. Let's get into that mindset. So bend the knees, sweep the arms up, breathe in. Cross at the wrist, exhale it out, breathe in. Cross at the wrist, exhale it out, breathe in. Reaching over to the right, feel the stretch all along your left side. Reach, reach, reach. And then take it back to center. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Yes. Palms on top of the thighs. Shoulder press over to the right and hold. And center, left and hold. And then center from here. Contract the back and flatten it out. So you're doing like a standing cat-cow. You're kind of massaging the spine, engaging the core. And then from here, you're gonna slowly bring it all the way up. Take a couple of shoulder rolls back. Good, just see what those shoulders feel like. Get rid of any tension in the neck, the shoulders, and then take a couple of shoulder rolls forward. Good. All right, shake those legs out. Legs are just hip-width apart. Let's take a couple of squats. So you're gonna come down and up. So squats, right? So let me kind of give you a little side view here. You want to pretend there's a chair or your couch behind you. If you're working out at home, there's that couch there. Maybe come up to the couch, right? Gently tap the booty on the couch and then lift it back up. That is your squat, right? So we're not bringing the knees too far forward. The chest is tall and proud. Good. And then maybe hold it here. I'm going to come back to center. Maybe reach the arms overhead. See what this feels like. Good. Hold it here for 4, 3, notice how the heart rate came up a little bit. 2, 1, press into your feet, stand up tall, shake those legs out. All right, from here, you're just gonna rotate the leg in the hip socket, just opening up the hips. Okay, and then we're gonna take a seat and we're gonna put our little booties on. Okay, so when you take your booties, right, you wanna just open them up, put your foot securely in the booty. You can, if you don't have sneakers on and you're barefoot or socks, that's fine too. All right, so here we go. Let's get accustomed to this board. So you're gonna stand on the board, bend the knees, soften the knees, right? We never wanna put any stress in the joints, so we don't wanna lock. Soften the knees, all right? And then I would like to take my hips and push the hips back just a little bit. So you're in a slight little hip hinge, right? But that doesn't mean the shoulders are rounded. From here, we're gonna go into some tall slides. So you're gonna lift the foot, slide it across, feet together, pause, okay? See what that felt like. Lift, slide, pause, all right? So as we do this, right, we're kind of using the force of this front leg to push forward, deceleration, okay, meaning you're able to stop as you bring the legs together. Yeah, taking your time here. The knees are soft, your hands, let's start the hands at the waist. It's a nice reminder to pull the abs in. Good. Let's take this for a couple more seconds. Then we're gonna transition. See what this feels like. Really ground your feet, right? Ground your feet. But keep them light, obviously, because you have to kind of get from one side of the board to the other. Good, let's go 5 more seconds. 4, take your time here. 3, 2, 1, and then gently step off the board. Take a moment, reset, right? How did that feel, right? They call these tall slides. We're sliding across the board, but your chest is lifted. Everything is kind of soft, right? So we're not rounding over. Your abs are pulled in. A lot of glutes, a lot of core. Okay, let's go to the next exercise. This is where you get that cardio in. You'll see why in a second. So feet are together, and then from here, taking your hands, push the hips back, okay? And then you're reaching the hands down. Do you have to touch the floor? No, okay? Just wanna reach as far as what feels good, making sure we're not rounded. Then reach the arms up as you slide across, stop, hold, and then bring the hands down. Good, slide across, and then bring the hands down, up, and then down, up, and then down. Notice how your heart rate spiked up. Maybe you're starting to sweat a little bit. Do you know why? You're bringing your hands away from your center of gravity. Anytime you do that, heart rate picks up. It takes a little bit more work. Good, let's go 5 more seconds here. And then 4, and then 3, And then 2, are you still with me? And then 1, very nice. Step off the board, shake everything out. Take in your breath, right? What's going on with your breath? Make sure you're breathing. Shake it out, shake it out. Heart rate's pumping, yeah? Anytime you bring your arms away, gets that heart rate up. Okay, from here, you're gonna come back on the board, and you're gonna turn to the side. You're taking your right foot, step it off the board. Your back foot, okay, is on the board. Hands at the waist, it's a nice reminder to pull those abs in. Chest is lifted, ruler across your chest. Okay, from here, lift that back heel. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. From here, you're gonna slide the leg back. How far do you have to slide? Only is what feels good for you, right? So right away, you'll feel, ooh, I'm a little balanced, right? It's like a single leg balance. It is a single leg balance. So bring it over as much as you need to. Okay, the aim is not to touch the knee down to the floor. Hold it here, pause for a second. Maybe we hold it here. All right, maybe you stay right here for now. A little bit more sensation. Maybe you bring it back up. Good. Slide the leg back. Hold it here, pause. Press into that front foot, bring it up. Notice how you start shaking in the front leg. Those are your stabilizer muscles, okay? Keeping you still and stable because you've got this unstable surface underneath you. Good. Nice and slow and controlled. And then let's go one more. Yeah. And then maybe we go back to holding it here for 4, 3, tremble, tremble, 2, 1. Take it back up. Good, step off the board, shake it out. How does that leg feel, right? Stabilizer muscles, you're not used to really engaging them, so they're kicking in, they're firing up. That's a good thing, good. Wake up the body. All right, so while we're here, let's take a little slide over to the other side. Yes, and then let's turn, and let's do the same thing on the other side. So taking that left foot, place it in front of the board so the heel can touch the bumper. Lift the back heel, broaden the chest, shoulders out of the ears. So think of that ruler across your chest, hands at the waist. And then from here, slide the leg back. Keep the chin lifted, the chest lifted, because the body's gonna wanna compensate for that balance and lean forward, right? But look what happened. I kind of lost my balance here. So as best as you can, draw those fingertips away from your core. Yeah, and a little wobbly, but that's okay. We're kind of finding, exploring. Hold it here. Breathe. Good. And then maybe you slide it back up or you stay in that split squat, just holding it. That's challenging enough. Oop, getting a little wobbly here. Good. Yeah, so this is challenging for you and for me. Good, and then bring it up. Chin lifted, chest lifted. And notice how your gaze, right, affects a lot of things here. So notice how when my gaze is straight ahead, I'm a little bit more balanced. Every time I turn to look at you to see what you're doing over there, right? Notice how my balance is coming off a little bit. In yoga, we call that drishti, right? That's your focus. So find your focus. Try not to stare into the screen too much. Look straight ahead. Chin lifted, chest lifted. Let's go one more time and then hold it here. Breathe. Let's go 4, 3, 2, tremble city, 1, come back up, good. Come off the board, shake everything out. See what that felt like, good. Right, yeah, gather some information about how the body feels. It's empowering to know that your body can feel something different than what we're used to, right? Maybe we're just used to squats. Maybe this whole workout thing is new, okay? It's empowering to kind of wake the body up. All right, now, we did a lot of stuff for the lower body. What about the upper body? So here's the thing. A lot of people, when they get into certain plank positions, they collapse. This is what I love about the Brrrn Board. It gives you feedback. So let's come up to the side of the board here. You're gonna come into a deep squat here, hands holding onto the bumper. Come onto your knees first, so settle in. All right, so you can have your hands on the bumper or you can place those hands down to the ground. From here, before we do anything, engage your upper back muscles. So roll the shoulders out of the ears. So create that tension in your whole upper back muscles. Notice when you kind of create that tension, you're gonna feel it right here underneath the armpit. You're gonna feel it in the upper back muscles, and it makes it hard to do this, right? Strong upper back muscles, strong neck, strong core. From here, you're gonna slide the legs back into a plank. Maybe this plank is enough. A little bit more sensation, okay? Which means you don't have to do it if you don't want to. You're gonna bring one knee into the chest. Keep that back flat. Pretend you have a bowl of soup on your back. And then lengthen the leg. And then switch. And then lengthen the leg. And then switch. And then lengthen the leg. And then switch. Notice how everything is firing up. I am starting to sweat like crazy here. And then lengthen the leg, and switch, and lengthen the leg. The wrists are right underneath the shoulders. If you get tired, try not to collapse. Stay with it. Just hold your plank. Good. One more time. And then lengthen the legs. Come down to the knees. Take your child's pose. Good. Breathing into the low back, drawing your belly button into your spine and away from the legs. So hold it here. Stay for a breath or two, really breathing in through the hips. Widen the knees as much as you need to. And then from here, you're gonna slowly roll up, hold onto the bumper, tuck the toes underneath you, and then you're gonna find that little, lift the knees, and then you're gonna slide the feet in, press off the floor, stand up tall, carefully step off the board, shake everything out. All right, so how do you feel? Think about what this feels like, right? Think about what you felt. I know 10 minutes goes super, super, super fast, right? But take everything in. You take a moment to kind of just gather some information. Where were we shaky? Where can we get better? What do we have to work on? That's the beauty of fitness. You're constantly learning. You are always a student. Always be that student. I'm always that student. All right, so whenever you get a chance, do this again, and do it again, and do it again, and do it again. See if you can get better at it, more proficient at it. Maybe you can start to speed it up a little bit, right? Maybe you can sit up a little bit taller. Maybe you can tighten up that core a little bit more, right? You know your body better than I do. As long as you're keeping that good form, you're getting that heart rate up, and you're feeling good. That's all that matters. That's your workout. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, my name is Gail. I'll see you back on the board real soon. Peace out.